You guys asked for it, so here it is. This is my perfect build on Iowa Plains View. Now, I didn't use any government subsidy mods. I did start with $1 million, right? And then I deleted the entire starter farm. If you start with the starter farm in a solo player, it gives you all of this stuff. And all this stuff across the road too. We're gonna leave the stuff across the road because technically if you want to do cows or pigs, that's a phenomenal setup for that. So we'll leave that option open. Now, always start with flat ground. We're gonna put our house up here where the normal house is. So we're gonna make that extra flat up there just to fit it. You could use this house, that's Icus's house. We're gonna use Icus's small barn dominium on this one. I like the gray brick. I think it looks really good. Once you get that house placed, hit it with that soften tool around. Always hit that soften tool. Super important, guys. Super easy to do, and it just really makes it look good. Like I said, work with level ground first. The nice part about Iowa Plains View is it's all flat. This is Iowa, guys. They don't have a hill in sight. So we are going to quickly paint up all the ground as grass because none of this is going to be the same anymore. Now, if you do start Iowa Plains View and, you know, just play it with the starter farm, this is a phenomenal starter farm. It's honestly huge. It comes with so much equipment, so many things to do. Quite honestly, it's got it all. Like, I will say that this is a awesome starter farm. I like to do things my own way though, so that's why we're here, right? We're gonna learn a few things in this video. We are gonna do a few different things, but for the most part, it's gonna be just our normal build here. Sorry about the grass, guys. I hate doing grass, but it's so important to do. In my opinion, grass is one of the most annoying things. It's just so important. Alright, we're going to start out with the American Midwest Maintenance Shop. Now, this has a full wash bay and pallet storage. You can have up to 230 pallets in there. Phenomenal. I love this. It's got a big hanger door. And actually, Icus, the mod maker, that's IKAS, is making another version of this with an office on it and roll-up doors instead of the hanger door. He's amazing. He is the king of placeables. This one is also by him. This is the American Midwest Cold Storage. Keep in mind, guys, during this video, if there's any mods that you're curious on or that you want or anything like that, pause the video, bottom left-hand corner, that green text, that is the pack that it came from. If there isn't a green text under it, it's probably just something from the base game, 9 times out of 10. So keep an eye out for that if you are interested in it. In other news, I am working on a dedicated server. Now, there are going to be some stipulations to this, and we're not quite set up yet. We're still working on it. There's a lot that has to go into it. With this, be patient, please. But during this time, I am going to have that server online. There is a password on it. I'm not giving you guys the password, not trying to be rude. That's my password for now. I paid for the server. I'm gonna deal with it for now and get it all set up and going good before I release anything to you guys. Now, my point of this is if you want my mods, if you want the mods that I use in my server or anything like that, search up my name in the server list, FarmSim25 Builds. When you search that up, it's gonna pull up my server. You can download my mods from there, guys. So if you are interested in that, all of these mods that you see now actually should be in the server by the time that this video goes live, and probably some more actually. It does take time to add mods to the server, and it is very complicated for zero reason whatsoever, so bear with me on all of that, guys. Like I said, I need to sort all of this out, and I'm still trying to put out content and things like that. It is a lot of time consuming things, but I will keep the Discord and the community posted on that. We've just been basically building roads here, guys. Sorry about that. We placed a greenhouse, we placed a couple other shops, and we're just doing roads. You know me, I love roads. I love driving, I love having convenience, so I kind of overdo it with roads and parking lots, but that's okay. I like my vehicles. I'm a car guy, right? I think we're all car guys at heart. Something about them, right? Alright, we're just gonna finish that out. I don't really like the harsh corners either, so I try and round them out usually. And it does look a little messy right now, but we do go back and clean that up. I really like to have a layout of the road so I don't accidentally place something where we don't want it. You know, whether it be a tree or a fence or an animal pen, you know, whatever you're doing. Now, like I said, we left alone the farm across the street. You do own that with the starter farm on this if you start single player. So if you do want to do cows or pigs or use that area to make your own custom pen, you can. We don't do that in this video. Like I said, I kind of think that that is a good operation how they have it, so we're just going to ignore that and leave it, you know what I mean? Otherwise, the rest of this we are building out. Now, this is more of a grain type of farm, so we're not going to do too much with animals on this side. We do end up adding a nice sheep pen and, you know, decorating it and stuff like that. I want to put a pond here though. You know me, I love my water, love the ponds. So we are going to throw a pond down. Now, I've been messing with some tips and techniques on making ponds, guys. I think I've cracked the code for making a beautiful, beautiful set of water here. So we're going to use the forest ground. We'll go and place our water. Now, if you're putting fences down or anything, wait to place water. I'm not doing any new fences, so I'm just leaving it. I'm ignoring that. We go back. Now with this forest ground one, it actually does lower the ground. You can see the texture there. It is kind of neat. So we leave a little bit right there, make the ground look just disturbed. You never know what you might have had there. You never know what happened. I just think it kind of looks cool. If you want, you can go and do this in other parts in your yards and things like that. Beautiful, beautiful detail to add on to any farm. It's just a nice little touch. Now, like I said, I go kind of fast with this, but I've done this 100 times now. But I have started looking at maps, and they kind of have these little bushes and longer grasses and things like that all over randomly. And I think it looks really good around the pond. So I just kind of start spamming the A button, if I'm being honest. We just pick random ones, start spamming the A button until it looks good, and send it. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, you're perfect. I mean, look at how good that looks already. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I don't want to get too crazy because we're not done with the road by our driveway. And once again, be careful when you're doing trees. You don't want to run into them, but wow, that's gorgeous. Love it. Speaking of driveways, let's knock this out quick. Now, I do kind of extend it at the back here because that might be a little tight to get a pickup out of that garage. So we're going to extend it back and kind of widen it just a little bit so there is room to back out or turn around, do anything like that. We also need a path to the mailbox. We'll add a mailbox. We always add mailboxes. Don't forget your mailboxes. Everybody needs to get their bills, unfortunately. Throw some small details here. Now in this video, normally we do go full detail with decorations, but I've kind of been getting into building farms and actually playing. If you're actually playing, your slot count really matters, guys. Putting a whole bunch of decorations is not the smartest move. So we don't go full in depth with decorations on the inside of the buildings, but we do make it look really, really nice outside. Slot count is the biggest killer, guys. No matter what, it is the biggest killer. Just watch out for it. And the closer you get to the capped slot count, the more your game is going to lag and give you issues, possibly crash, all of that. You don't want that. It's not fun when you build a super cool farm and have all this really neat stuff and you've got, 30, 40 hours into this save, and then you realize you have way too much stuff and the game just lags. But then you can't go back. It's just not as fun going back because you've already had it all. So keep that in mind. Try and keep your slot counts low. If you're playing solo, go crazy. But if you plan on playing multiplayer whatsoever, just be careful with it. I have, like I said earlier, I am looking at, I did rent a dedicated server, but I am working with it and learning and things like that. If you are interested, guys, I can make some videos on the dedicated server, how to run it, how to set it up, because really it's not a super expensive alternative. Especially being on console, it's really nice not having to host the server. That's huge. Anyone playing on console watching this video can agree with me that it creates issues. And if you have friends playing with you and they want to play and you're trying to hang out with your wife or your girlfriend or go and do other stuff and they are upset because they can't play on the save because you're not on, so you have to leave your Xbox on and hope that the server doesn't crash when they put 3 hours of gameplay in while you're gone, it sucks. With a dedicated server, that server stays open all the time. You can actually control it with your cell phone or from a website, and it's really, really convenient actually. You don't have to host it on your Xbox, so crashing and stuff, it saves every 5 minutes. Beautiful. Now what I'm doing right now, sorry I got a little sidetracked there and just started rambling. This is from the plant decoration pack. I used that earlier. I love how those little weeds look, so I put them everywhere. And if you look closely on this map around Alma, they actually do have them everywhere. So I kind of replace them and just tap it around. The more you put, the better. It doesn't ever look weird. It looks weird when you're in construction mode. It always looks weird when you're hovering above, you see all those lines and you're like, what are you doing, buddy? It's not that bad. In the end, trust the process. It's gorgeous, guys, gorgeous. So I do decide to do a little sheep pen. Now keep in mind, once you place a pen, an animal pen, you cannot alter the ground inside the pen or around the building. So do your pond first. That's why I did my pond first. That's why typically if you watch my streams or watch me build live, I will always just go and start making a whole bunch of holes in the ground, just guessing where I would want a pond or where things are going to be. I never really know. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. It's so random. We just wing it. Just guess, okay? But what I'm trying to say is do the hole in the ground first, do your animal pen, and then place the water. Water has to go last. Like I said earlier in this video, I wasn't going to do a fence by my house, so it didn't matter, so I could place the water right away. Right here, you notice I made the hole, and then we placed the animal pen, and then we added water. Just kind of a little thing to keep in mind. It is really frustrating when you place your animal pen, get it all looking nice, then you have to delete it and redo all that landscaping because you forgot to put a pond. Sucks, guys. It's terrible. It would delete all of these plants right here that I just placed, all the bushes, all of these little things, all of that. It would take it out if I delete that pen. Well, it won't take it out when I delete the pen, but it'll take it out when I place a new one because you want to place some meadow grass. The meadow grass is a smart way, right? That feeds our animals. That's free food. So I always plant the meadow grass, and like I said, just make sure you do it in the right order. We're gonna slap some trees down, start filling in this area because it don't matter. We're not doing roads in there, we're not driving in there, so we can start placing trees and finish off our animal pen. Once again, this is sheep pen. You could do any animal pen here. I like doing sheep the most. I play with the farm stick. If you guys have seen my other content, I do talk about that a lot. Using that on console is really fun to play with, you know, telehandlers, skid loaders, forklifts, all of that stuff. So much fun. So I tend to do things, you know, manually. Don't use hand liftable stuff anymore. So I enjoy doing sheep because I get wool and things like that. I know you can get milk from cows, but cows smell. Let's be real. I don't want to live on a cow farm. Some people enjoy it. I don't like the smell of cows. Sheep at least are kind of cute. Pause. We'll put a pool up by the house here. Boom, boom, boom. We're looking good though. Like I said, I'm not going to do any decorations inside the building. We're keeping the slot count low. Right now we're at like, what? Is that 1,300? Yeah. This is what we want. This is what you want. And remember guys, I didn't use any government subsidies or money cheats. I literally sold the starter farm buildings, sold the starter farm equipment, and started with $1 million. At the end of this video, I ended with just shy of $2.4 million. It's actually $2.375 million. That's more than enough to buy quite a bit of equipment to get me going enough to at least start a harvest and start making money, bringing money in. and I built my dream farm. It's crazy, guys. Iowa Plains View, this map is phenomenal. Like I said, this is so cool in my opinion. The fact that you get this much land, it's all flat, and I still have $2.375 million. Sick, dude. Sick. Alright, we'll just paint around here quick because I did forget to do that earlier. Uh-oh. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll just throw a path here. And once again, remember how I always say don't do trees first? Yeah, me again. Alright. Repaint this a little bit. That's about it, guys. Bam. Throw that down. Now, you know what? It would be nice to have an extra road going to the back there. Let's say we have a big combine or big header, something like that. And we can't fit it down our small little roads over there. So we should actually add a back entrance to our farm. So let's do that. Now I did learn a little trick, and this doesn't work on every map. So keep that in mind. This works perfect with Iowa Plains View. Not gonna work with every map. You're not always gonna get lucky. So don't come at me if you mess up your map. This is something that works here, but once again doesn't work everywhere. Alright, raise up the ground, not lower, raise it up like a madman. See what I did there? It looks like Pikes Peak, ridiculous. And then hit it with soften tool. That's all I did. I didn't even hit it with slope. I didn't hit it with anything else. I literally raised up the ground a ridiculous amount and then hit it with soften. That is all I did. You see how quick that was? I mean, I do have this video on 2x speed, but it took seconds, guys. Like, that was ridiculously easy. And then boom, we have another road to our farm. Then we will fix that up there, round this out once again, guys. I don't really like the sharp corners. I don't think that really makes sense. It's kind of annoying to deal with in my opinion. So we're gonna round all this off, boom, boom, boom. Looks good. Throw down some more trees. Now keep in mind, we intentionally made that road because we wouldn't fit over in the other area. So be careful where you put your trees. You don't want to get hung up on a tree. So we're leaving this backside open so you can just go straight to the field. Now use plants there. Otherwise, that's it, guys. This is Iowa Plains View. Love this map. Check it out. If you haven't yet, guys, don't forget to drop a subscription, drop a like, drop a comment if there's another farm build or anything like that you want to see. Otherwise, keep an eye out for the daily posts on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere, guys. I also stream Monday through Friday on TikTok at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then I stream on YouTube after that. Otherwise, guys, I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful one. And also, if you guys are interested in donating to the dedicated server, there is a link in my Linktree. Now, this does go all towards keeping the server open and extending it, and possibly opening more in the future. Never expected, you don't have to do it, but it is greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you.